One good thing I will say about this game,
Yeah.
I like the music.
It has such bubblegum poppy music. I did want to talk about, just real quick, the person who made this game. I feel like there was, even though we just tore it to shreds, I respect the crap out of what was put into this game. You know, the music, the drawings. It's so well made. Yeah.
Super well made. The art is amazing.
Yeah. We probably should have started with that, huh?
Yeah, I probably should start. That's constructive criticism, is you're supposed to start with the good.
The good stuff.
That's how that works.
That's funny.
So this is not constructive criticism. This is reverse constructive criticism.
This is bad criticism.
Bad criticism.
This is destructive criticism.
Destructive criticism. Oh, dude, it is. I'm so sorry.
Hi, welcome to Light Roast.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
I'm talking to you. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. And welcome to Light Roast.
Whoa, those guys. Yeah, welcome to Light Roast.
I moved my chair a little bit. What's going on, D?
Dude, today is a weird day.
Uh-huh.
We're talking about a strange game here called Doki Doki Literature Club.
Really?
Yeah. You and I played this game already to completion.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so let me explain a little bit of history about this.
Okay.
So when I was going through my Steam games, you may recall you and I did an episode of Confirmed, our earlier show, a while back when it was a podcast. Man, that's an old episode.
Yeah.
Where we talked about a game called Pony Island.
Yeah. Yeah, totally.
Yeah, and it was like a hacking simulator slash
platformer
slash horror kind of thing.
Had all kinds of stuff going on.
Yeah, it was really strange. Yeah, fun game. So because of that, Steam's wonderful recommendation system recommended this game to me, Doki Doki Literature Club, and I had never played this kind of game before. This is a dating simulator. It's a very strange idea to me. Dating sims are just, I don't understand them. I don't understand how anybody could want to play them. I've tried playing, I think, a Flash version of a game like this before, and it was just mind-numbing. I'm just like, you're reading the book. I don't like it.
Yeah.
Anyway, but this game has, it's called a psychological horror, so I was like, well, let's go into this.
Yeah, because obviously it doesn't look like a psychological horror.
Right. So yeah, if we check out the game, it's pretty bubblegummy. This is
it's anime.
Yeah, this is as, you know, it even got the the boobs and the 8 there on the Doki Doki.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's supposed to be this kind of, it's supposed to switch on you, right? Is what it feels like.
Yeah.
Has overwhelmingly positive reviews in Steam, so I was like, let's check it out. And we played it. And we got some opinions on it.
Yeah, I've seen this game around too.
No.
I've never ever looked into it. I've always assumed it was like either a thing because of irony, just ironically, because it looked so.
Sorry, I'm cut you off there.
Okay.
Sorry. We have to say that we have.
Oh, that's right.
We have coffees here.
Yeah, there's still coffee.
Yeah, I've got cold brew.
I have cold brew and half in it.
That's it.
Yep, that's all there is. And I always thought that it was like I never looked into it, so my mind was like, okay, this is just something that people just really like ironically, or this is something that people are just really into, because I know people
really like this
kind of stuff.
It's
dating sim stuff.
Yeah,
anime.
it's a big genre.
Yeah.
And
I think the appeal lies in the appeal for this game is a little bit different, but I think for the genre and this style of game, the appeal lies in kind of indulging in a fantasy.
Yeah.
That is kind of stroking the player's ego quite a bit.
Well, all of them are, I believe.
I think but I think that's why they're appealing to people and why people enjoy them.
Yeah.
For me, I hated this. I hated almost everything about it.
Yeah.
I hated it.
What did you hate specifically
much.
About it?
Everything. Literally, it's not even a one thing. It's
just like the mechanics,
the combination
the story.
of everything. And I like anime.
Yeah.
Like I don't dislike anime, so I don't have anything. I was going in with an open mind. I was ready to take it in.
Just do it, yeah.
But like it just starts and the writing is like just I don't care about any of this literature club, the setting and the school. When I don't even like school in the first place, I can't relate to this at all. Not that you have to relate for it to be good, but like I just could not get into it whatsoever.
So
and the pacing,
all
the dialogue.
What about the darker parts that it got into?
Okay, so that's the thing with this game, right? There's the twist, like it's generic.
Super spoilers here.
Spoilers. It's generic, kind of for a reason. Like it's, and then again, what I hated about it is like this is super generic.
The first hour.
It's just painfully generic.
It is absolutely painful.
And I knew something was coming. I knew they were going to do, like, because all the warnings at the beginning, like, this is not appropriate for kids. Be careful. You're going to freak out.
You're going to freak out.
If you have anxiety, be careful. And I was like, okay, well, it's just going to take a darker turn. Someone's going to kill somebody or something. And in the playthrough I did, the girl who you walk home with.
Sayori? Sayori,
something like that. Hangs herself. So she hangs herself because I told her that she was my friend, so she killed herself. And then it gets all glitchy and dark, and then you start the game over again, and
then she doesn't exist.
She doesn't exist, and there's little glitches, and like her spirit is in the, like her digital spirit is like haunting the game almost. But I don't care. I don't care at all. It doesn't affect me whatsoever because I'm not invested in it in the first place. You have to be for a twist to work like that. You have to be invested in the game itself.
Absolutely.
Whether it's a game or a movie or a book, you have to be invested in it. For the twist to work. It doesn't work for me. Didn't do it. So I was like, I don't care. As soon as like she killed herself, and then and then I was like, well, I have to do my due diligence, right? And I have to start the game again and get into it and see what else there is. And I was like, well, I'm literally going through the same thing, but now it's just a little glitchy.
Did you follow through?
No, I stopped a little bit after that.
Did you? Did you see anything else happen after that?
No. I didn't see anyone else die because I just hated it.
There's a hell of a lot more.
I'm sure there was, like, but.
So yeah. The part of the thing that both of us have a problem with this game is the investment, right? Your engagement with the game is just, it's paper thin. It's very paper thin. So I think a game like this is actually supposed to be for people who really like dating sims, and they play this, and then just the mind's blown.
Exactly. Exactly.
But that being said, I think there's some wonderful ideas and themes here, because with a game like this, girls are throwing themselves at you, right? And that's the point of these games, is to make you feel like girls just love you. And so the basic plot of the game is you're invited to a literature club that is only girls, but you're the only guy. And then they do this thing with poetry where they each read a poem. But then as you get through, you see that each poem matches each person's personality, and they each have a distinct personality. And then you're supposed to make a poem by selecting different words that appeal to a certain girl. And then whatever girl you attach yourself to then starts to like you more and more. What's interesting about this, though, is because the way it's structured, the person that you like is supposed to go insane, basically. And Sayori, the main girl, the girl who's in the red bow there on the left, she's kind of the main character who's with you, and she's severely depressed, and feels like the more you attach yourself to her, the more she wants to die because she doesn't feel like she can reciprocate. And I thought that was an amazing theme, because that's what depression is, right? You can't reciprocate. It's like the more love that they receive, the worse they feel. And I think that's awesome. I thought that was fantastic. What I hated, however, what I absolutely hated, was the way she killed herself. Because no matter what happens at the very end, she kills herself. You're supposed to say either I love you or I don't love you, and one of those, it doesn't matter, she kills herself.
Okay, I was going to say, because what you just described was not what I experienced.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
did you go away from her?
Yeah. Okay. I was not giving her affection or love at all.
See, that's interesting.
And then I basically friend-zoned her, and she killed herself.
And she killed herself because of it.
Because
See,
of that,
so that's what's interesting about it, is that the theme is fucked.
Yeah.
The theme's fucked up if you don't do it right, or what I think is doing it right, because depression in my head plays differently than that, right? People don't throw themselves at you, and then you say, nah, and then they just get suicidal because of it. It's just not the way the human brain works, unless you're, I guess, a 16-year-old girl who's madly in love, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, but...
Am I allowed to play this?
There's no sexual things in here, which I found that nice, because I thought it would get a little weird if there was, but... That was what I didn't like, is that when you walked in on her hanging herself and it goes, yeah, and it's like all glitchy and it's all like,
isn't that fucked up?
Exactly. It feels so dark, bro.
Yeah, dark, bro. That is the term.
Oh,
that's
man.
hilarious.
It was so silly.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's sad, but why are you throwing it in my face? Like, like we talked about Jojo Rabbit one of the other days, and it's like there's a moment in Jojo Rabbit where it's just like you click, and you're just like, oh my god, like I can't believe that happened. But it's not like thrown in your face.
Yeah, it's not like.
Could you imagine that moment, the moment that we're thinking of?
Yes. For those who've seen the movie.
For those who've seen the movie, there's a certain point that happens that I'm sure you're aware of. That like when it happens, it gets you emotionally, but it's not like look at her, she's
like it goes all Dutch angle and like they're cutting back and forth super fast.
Yeah.
Or it's like it's literally like in this game, it's like it goes pitch black and then it's like a jump scare almost.
It's like a jump scare. Yeah. It even goes straight on her lifeless face, which she's like crooked and everything.
Yeah, it's all glitching out.
Yeah. So dude, like the shock in this game is hilarious.
Yeah.
But so you didn't play more after that then? You didn't continue?
I could not do it.
So
I hated it
that was one of the reasons that I was like, I think you should keep going, because there's one part in here that I think you would really like. So each of the girls here have obviously a distinct personality, but the one on the right is the girl who's I don't know if you can see my cursor. She's like the person who's in charge of the game. She is the game, basically. So the thing that you were talking about, Sayori's spirit being still in the game, it's her. It's this girl.
Oh, okay.
And she's kind of like, she's like a ghost in the machine kind of thing.
Okay, cool.
But what's weird about it is that they kind of screwed up the theme. But the girl with the purple hair has a self-inflicting harm kind of thing, but she does it when she gets excited. And the cool thing about this, again, with this playing with the themes of like making the character feel like they were so cool, is that the more they attach themselves to this girl, the more she causes herself harm. So she cuts her arm, and she cuts her arm every time she feels really close to you. And so if you keep doing it and keep pushing her, she gets to a point where she just stabs herself. And it's weird because it makes it kind of like a spooky, dark, bro.
Yeah.
Where it's just like literally she's like having a conversation with you, and there's actually a really cool scene where she comes with you into a closet and she's like, let's just stare at each other, and her image gets bigger and her eyes grow, and it gets really uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And then a heartbeat sound plays. But then after that, when you're in the classroom, she's just like, I love you so much, and then she just goes, it's just like just stabs herself. But what's nice about that, and this is what I think you would really dig, is after that she falls onto the floor dead, and the other girl comes in, the girl with the long hair, she comes back in and she sees her dead, and she just kind of dismisses her. So it's like, oh, that's too bad, right? And then basically walks out. But your project with her, because you got to a project with Sayori, right? Like over the weekend?
Yes.
So you have a project with her too, but she's dead now, and you spend the entire weekend in the classroom looking at her while she's dead. Yeah. And the whole time you have to click the next on the text, which is glitchy text. It's kind of stupid, but you keep clicking, and you literally click like 200 times.
Yeah.
It's awesome. I love that part. And then there's other parts with like the girl with the pink hair. She has a dark relationship with her dad. Apparently she's abused. It might be sexual abuse. We're not sure. And then at the very end, sorry, I'm just explaining the whole game.
I don't care.
The very end, the girl who's the ghost in the machine kind of reveals that she was in the control of everything, and that she's been deleting character files in the game's data. And then you, without her explaining it, you go into the data yourself and you delete her file. And then you go back and find out it didn't work. She's still there, and then you talk to her, and she's in love with you. She says she's in love with you. She takes you into a room that doesn't exist. It's like there's space. You're in space, but it's a classroom, but it's also in space. And she sits there and stares at you from like the screen, and there's no more prompts, and you can't click anything. And there's this really eerie music playing. And if you exit out of the game and come back, it comes back to the same exact spot. And you can still continue, but you have to do certain things. So you have to delete her character profile from the data, come back, and she says, "What have you done?" And then it gets all like broy. But it's really cool because I like the play on themes there. So that's the game. I'm sorry I had to explain the whole thing, but I really like the themes that they play with here because I think. Because they poured their soul into this game. I feel like the person who made this game obviously knew what a dating sim was, and they just really wanted to flip it, turn it on its head.
Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah, it's hard to be invested in this kind of thing though when
it's not my thing. I do not like visual novels.
No,
I don't like it.
Yeah,
I hate the gameplay.
So we've talked about these kinds of, I don't want to say artsy games, because it's not an artsy game, but these kind of like non-interaction games. Yeah,
like it's just like here. Let's play a little bit. Can I play a little bit? Mm-hmm. There's a keyboard over here. We got to flip the keyboard. And I got to grab this mouse over here.
The star key is to change our scene.
Okay. So here we go. Let me show you what I did. All right. I'm just gonna go new game. We're gonna call it what? Oh, I know. We'll name it after our plush. What was it? Check out
Hyper Light Drifter.
Hyper. Okay.
Check out Hype.
Check out Hype. Here we are. Okay, this is me playing. Literally me playing.
Yeah, but you're not getting invested because you're not reading the prompts.
But I did.
You did read
the prompts.
Yeah,
I did. I read the prompts
for like an hour.
Not like an hour, but literally as long as I could, about 30 minutes.
Did you see that they have an auto?
I did, and that was even worse because it wasn't fast enough.
It wasn't fast enough.
And auto is even worse. Okay, so now I'm on auto. Here we go.
Here. Let me see it real quick. There's actually a setting in here that you can do to.
And I did text speed as fast as possible.
Okay, yeah. So yeah. Oh, we screwed it up. Yeah, text speed and then auto forward time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now it's just faster.
And so now, so now it's better. But now I'm just like.
But
there's no difference. Like I don't know why you play this game. Like, why should I play this game as opposed to watch a Let's Play on YouTube?
Watch a Let's Play, yeah. It's
like I don't get a different experience.
Yeah, like why even have the interaction?
And you could say, well, you get to make your own choices and there's different outcomes, which is true. But like, I would get the same experience. I would get the same experience. Maybe someone else is different, obviously. But like, I would get the same experience just looking up the different outcomes.
So
because it's actually more interaction. To
Google
it. So that would actually be a little bit more fun.
That's funny. That's the game right there. Yeah. It's Googling the game.
Yeah.
For me, I felt also a complete disconnect from what the game is because it's because you are just reading prompts and the only thing that you have to do as a person in the game is build a poem.
Yeah.
Which I thought in my head actually had no effect. So whenever it got to the poem, I just randomly clicked words.
Yeah.
But they do actually have an effect on them.
That was the only time where I genuinely tried.
Yeah.
Well, sorry, not genuine. Not the only time, because I really did. I didn't go into this game. I really didn't go into this game thinking I was gonna hate it.
Yeah.
I was going in with an open mind because I had never played a game of this genre, and like I like slow stuff, you know, and like it just didn't do it for me. But picking the words was kind of fun.
That's good.
I would just pick words that sounded cool to me.
That sounded cool.
Or words that I liked.
And that just naturally connected with Sayori, I guess.
Yeah. Actually, no. I connected most with...
the Purple Herald?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I tried to pick really dark words before, and that actually connected me with Sayori, which was strange. I was trying to connect with Yuri with this one.
Yeah. So look, this is the game.
Yeah.
Playing the game.
It's weird. It's funny that they have an auto button to like that makes you.
Why not watch it? Why not just watch it on YouTube?
That's what you're doing now. Yeah. Yeah.
It's just not. I don't like it, man. I'm gonna lose it. Not my thing, dude.
No.
And I like RPGs too. I like text-based. I guess not text-based, but I like RPGs with a lot of text in it.
Yeah.
But I like dialogue back and forth. Like
right, things
sometimes
that
your name
you pick
pops up and it's talking for you.
Right.
I hate that so much.
Yeah, because it's taking
me out of the equation.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I'm not even having
you're
input.
Not. Yeah, you don't matter anymore.
Yeah. I'd rather just read the novel.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's what was. I think that's what I liked about not about this whole thing, but about the. See, I was trying to figure out when you highlight words, does that do anything to them?
No, there's no reaction to the.
There's none?
No.
What? Oh man, that sucks.
Yeah, because I think what you're supposed to do, or this is how I approached this section, was I picked the words that I felt like represented me most. Like
and then you would see like
and then
which one you connect to.
Yeah, therefore it would connect me to the one that I would relate the most with.
So
the character I would relate the most with.
So the themes that I was talking about earlier, I think the reason why I think themes really popped out to me was because I know the idea of these games is to make the player really feel like they're important and to really like make girls objects in the game.
Yes.
And they are like you're trying to manipulate events so that you can have one of the girls, right? You get to choose them.
Yeah.
And putting you in that like kind of godlike state and godlike power or whatever is so objectifying that I feel like putting the theme of death into it, that you're you're causing it, but not directly. You're indirectly causing like harm to these girls because you're going after them. I think is a really cool thing, because that makes this genre bad. That makes this a bad thing, right? Like it's like the game. It's kind of similar to the themes that they had in Spec Ops: The Line, where the best thing to do in the game is to not play the game. And here it's kind of the same thing. I feel like it's like the best thing to do with these girls is to not talk to them.
Yeah, do not interact whatsoever.
Because if you're trying to get to them, that's only going to cause them more harm and more trouble.
Yeah.
And I really liked that, because I thought I was like, yeah, fuck these games, because I hate dating sims, because I'm like, dating sim, you're directly giving all the power to a person and making girls objects. That's a terrible thing. So when you flip it on its head, I think that's an amazing feat. That was really cool.
I don't care.
Yeah,
I know.
This is literally, by the way, what I did in these.
Yeah.
Because I thought it didn't matter.
Yeah.
But turns out it does
matter.
matter.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, and again, I've never played a visual novel, but like, if that's how these games are, then it's like my least favorite video game genre.
Yeah.
Like, I had a very
I could understand. Yeah. It's because that's what it is, a visual novel.
Yeah.
You're clicking to read more.
Yeah.
Is what you're doing. But unless you're somehow emotionally invested in this kind of stuff.
I totally see why you would be. Like, I get why people. I think I understand the appeal. Like, I get it.
It's just not appealing.
I don't like it.
Right.
At all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's. I feel like this game gives surprise horror or gives artsy games a bad name, and I kind of hate these kinds of games for that reason. We played like we said before. This is funny, by the way. This is images like that would.
I'm dying.
Are you good?
That image, man.
Yeah. Wow. You're just like, I'm so flushed.
My nose is bleeding a little bit.
I played this with my wife in the room, and I felt weird. I had to show her what I was doing. I was like, I'm playing this for this game.
I'm not trying to hide this.
I'm not trying to hide this. Yeah. But what were we just talking about? I just got distracted by her boobs. Her boobs, man.
Given a bad rap.
Right. So Pony Island.
Yeah.
So you and I had played Pony Island, and we really like that game because it's solely based on interaction. Actually,
Yeah.
It's like all you do is you interact with it.
I like that game because it's not a visual novel.
Yeah. Yes. But what I like about that game, besides the fact of it not being a visual novel compared to this, is that game has surprise horror elements in it, right? Where you have like Pony Island, for those of you who don't know, is like it's presented as if it's like a really happy game that then turns into something twisted, which is, I think, a really cool idea. But games like this really give that a bad rap. If you were to give somebody this game and be like, check out this twisted horror, and they play it and it's like sure, it's twisted, but it's so obvious.
Yeah. Well, are we the odd ones out though?
Maybe.
Because overwhelmingly positive reviews on Steam, right?
Yeah,
And
that's true. I just thought about something.
My girlfriend hasn't played this, but she said she really wanted to.
Oh, really?
And she heard really good things about it.
She likes books though.
Yeah, she loves
Right.
books. Yeah.
So
this is probably a lot more up her alley than for me. But
So she might get more out of the interaction than we do because we don't have that kind of interaction.
Absolutely. But I'm just saying, like, are we the weird ones? We just don't like it.
I don't know. I don't think it's because it's not utilized. Okay. Every game has its own audience. That's fine. Whatever. When you and I talk about games, I think we're talking about the medium as a whole, and that's what I like about games in general, is that they can do things that other mediums can't.
Yes.
Right. So when we talk about, say, like films that do wonderful visual storytelling.
Yes.
It's like that doesn't make it any better than a film that has, audio storytelling that says just dialogue.
Yeah.
But what it's doing is something that the other one can't do.
Yes.
And something that books can't do, something that radios can't do. That's what that visual storytelling is doing. So games that, like we just talked about Half-Life Alyx. We just saw some gameplay that was released recently, and things that you can do in VR in that game are things that you just cannot do in other mediums.
Yes.
And it's that kind of stuff that I feel like pushes games forward as a medium.
Totally.
And pushes their respect forward. Games like this, I don't think pushes their respect forward at all. I think, sure, you can flip a little bit of themes on their head and stuff, but...
Oh, totally. In a broader sense, this game definitely does not push video games forward. It's more so just a commentary on the genre itself.
On the genre. Yeah. That's what I liked about it, was the commentary.
And I get that, and I respect that.
Yeah.
I think that's cool, because I like that. In genres that I like, there are
you like the commentary,
like Pony Island, right?
Right.
Like I like Pony Island. I just don't like this, man. Not my genre. And the thing is like I just wonder. I don't know what this genre is offering. I don't know what this genre does specific to its medium.
Yeah.
That can't be done.
Right.
With just a novel.
Absolutely.
Or. Yeah. Something, or an RPG that's more in depth.
Yeah, I would absolutely agree.
Like I don't know why I would play this again. I don't know why I would play this over watching it on YouTube.
Yeah, I totally get it.
Yeah,
I totally understand. Yeah, and I think that's a bad thing. I think that's I think it's not a game that stands out in the ideas of games.
Yeah,
as an idea.
Yeah, I don't regret playing it though.
No, I mean, experience is experience.
Yeah.
Even the worst games that I've played are still interesting.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's what it is. Yeah, man, we just tore that game to shreds.
Absolutely obliterated that game. Jeez. Feel bad. Sorry if you like that game.
Yeah.
No shade to you.
Yeah, so that being said, that's our view, I guess, on this game.
On this game, yeah, we just went through it.
Just ripped it.
Ripped it a new one.
Yeah, but I would definitely recommend, by the way, Pony Island.
Pony Island, yeah.
Because that's
if you haven't played that, play that.
Yeah, that's an interactive experience that takes surprise horror to a cool level.
Yeah.
Or even for that matter, Spec Ops: The Line is a really good one too.
Of course.
Yeah.
One good thing I will say about this game.
Yeah.
I like the music.
It has such bubblegum poppy music. Actually, I did want to talk about, just real quick, the person who made this game. I feel like there was, even though we just tore it to shreds, I respect the crap out of what was put into this game. the music,
It's
the
well made.
drawings. It's so well made. Yeah.
Super well made. The art is amazing.
Yeah.
We
probably should have started with that, huh?
Yeah, I probably should start. That's constructive criticism. Is you're supposed to start with the good.
The good stuff.
That's how that works.
That's funny.
So this is not constructive criticism. This is reverse constructive criticism.
This is bad criticism.
Bad criticism.
This is destructive criticism.
Destructive criticism. Oh, dude, it is. I'm so sorry. I don't want to be destructive.
We're being destructive.
I'm sorry.
Tear it down.
Good music, good art.
Yeah.
That's it.
I would say it's good music and good art. Yeah, and still cool to play with the themes. The good commentary on the genre. But as far as the game, no, don't like it.
I can't wait for next week to play a game again.
Oh, goodness, we have.
I don't know
an
what
awesome
we're playing.
Thing next week. Yeah, you do. We have a gawk next week, dude.
Oh shit! Damn, we're gawking it up.
We're
we're doing Superliminal. We're shooting that next Wednesday.
Yeah.
It's
so that's
Wednesday
not
right
out,
now.
Yeah, so it's not going to be out till after that. Oh, I wonder if we should do a light roast then.
We probably should do light roast, but we're also going to shoot gawk next week too.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yep.
That's going to be fun.
That's going to be fun. Again, if there's any game you want us to cover on light roast or gawk, just leave it in the comments.
Yes,
and
sir.
We'll take a look.
We'll take a look.
And if you like,
that's it.
Yeah, we're just gonna take a look. Well, we're not gonna. No guarantees. No guarantees.
We'll take a look.
Take a look. Leave a comment if you've played Doki Doki Literature Club and let us know what you think of it. If you fully disagree with us, let us know.
Yeah.
I want to hear about it. I want to hear why I suck.
I'd love to hear some defense on this game.
Totally. Absolutely. That'd be
I
awesome.
would probably disagree with all of it, but I want to hear some.
But yeah, that's how the conversation gets going.
That's how you do it. Yeah.
And if you enjoyed Light Roast, consider subscribing and leaving a like if you want.
Thanks, guys.
Okay, bye. Thank you.
Okay, bye.